actually.
Today, our guest is Justin Hardy. So we've worked with Justin for maybe about 2, 3 months now. The man is an absolute master of funnels. Has worked with Hormozy and a bunch of other kind of big time people in the past. Still does. I've learned a lot from him personally. He can personally recommend it. It's been a pleasure working with him as well. So um, today, from what I understand, we're pretty much going to be going over every stage of that funnel, how AI integrates within that, and so on. But I'll let you kind of take it from here, Justin.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks, Liam. Really excited to be here and with everyone else listening in. Just here to provide a lot of value on funnels. Like you said, I've been building funnels for I can't even believe it, 7 years now. So it just feels like in the world of digital marketing, that feels like a long time. But at least over hundreds of funnels at this point. And yeah, today we're just gonna go over what a funnel is, why you would want to use it at a basic standpoint, and then how can you use AI to speed up the entire funnel creation process and essentially just speed up your results. So yeah, if you're fine, I'll go and grab the screen and start the presentation.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm hyped. Let's do it.
Cool. All right, just let me know if you can see this because I'm gonna be bouncing around.
Yeah, can do. You got
Click it
the
on you.
Mario looking thing there.
Oh yeah. So if you don't know me from LinkedIn, I like to have fun, keep it light, keep it interesting. So alrighty, so yeah, if anytime, Liam, you can't see my screen, just interrupt me, or if you have a question, go ahead. But the presentation's pretty short, so we'll just dive right into it. So, how do we build AI funnels? First off, like I said, why would you even use a funnel? So, funnels crush websites as far as conversions. So, as a digital marketer, you have traffic, whether that's posts, ads, emails, calling up people, what have you. Then you're sending that to obviously a conversion piece. So is that going to be a website or is that going to be a sales funnel? Those are really the two most common ways of converting people through a digital marketing campaign. So why would you use a funnel? It's better at getting opt-ins. They're better at making offers. They're better at following up with leads. Website has tons of different options, usually big menu with a lot of drop down places people can click away to see a lot of different offers, and that's great for building trust, building brand awareness, showcasing all your products, or if you have like a blog. But it's not good for creating like a single offer to a single targeted person. So funnel, you can really highlight your customer avatar and just provide one targeted offer and test that and see how it works, and then follow up based off of that offer. So it's very relatable, it's very actionable, and it's not giving people too many options. So that's why it's better than a website for conversions. So, what exactly is a funnel as far as the definition? So, a funnel is the steps the customer goes through after becoming aware of a business, service, or product. So, from initial awareness to the moment of purchase, and then follow up and beyond. The most common model that people use to describe a funnel is AIDA. So, that's just awareness, interest, desire, and action. So, how does that actually look for a funnel? So awareness, you probably see that as educational content top of funnel. So think about that as like you see an organic post on from a gym, like the 3 best ways to build your arms this summer. Just it doesn't really have a strong sales call to action. If anything, the call to action is just to engage or to like and follow that brand. So it's just building awareness of that brand. The interest is where you start building interest and awareness of your actual offer. So that might be once a week or every other week you make hey, this week we're doing a sale where it's 30% off our arm building program. So you're actually making a sales offer, you're looking to see if they're interested, you're trying to build that desire to actually then, like it says, create action. So the next part of that would be the action piece. So where are you sending them? Are you sending them to a sales page? Are you sending them to a website? How are you following up with them? So that's the funnel in a very basic sense, like I said, from the awareness piece all the way down to creating interest and desire, and then obviously sales and cross sales, upsells with the action. So, what does a funnel actually look like as far as the different pages? Obviously, this is a more complex funnel. With this presentation, I just want to give you guys kind of everything you can do, and that way you can choose what's appropriate for your own offer. But here on the left side, you see over a sales page. So that's where people are hitting that offer. That's what we're going to go over today, how to build that sales page. And you can see next step would be like an order page or a simple checkout page to buy that product. Say you're buying supplements. Next thing they can hit is how you increase the actual cart value or the lifetime value of that customer as you introduce upsells and downsells. And like I said, you don't have to do this for every funnel. It's just kind of what the more advanced funnel builders do. So, let's say you're selling supplements on this first page. The upsell could be get a personalized trainer to check your whole supplement routine and give you, extra workouts you could do based on that supplement routine. If they don't like that, it could be a downsell to grab our PDF guide on, supplementation and pros and cons of it, do's and don'ts, that type of thing. Those are just examples. Then you finally get all the way to the order confirmation. That's where the whole funnel's done. They're booked in, they bought the thing, they get the email, and you're off to the races with the follow up part. So that's just very basic kind of overflow of what an actual funnel would look like from a pages standpoint. And then let's actually get into building the funnels a little bit. Okay, so the next part is actually understanding what a sales page looks like or the sections of it. A lot of people get confused maybe between a sales page and maybe some different type of other pages, like a squeeze page where you're giving away a free lead magnet. Really, the entire point of a funnel or sales page is to collect that contact information so then you can continue that marketing or sales process. So, what is an actual sales page? What are all the elements included? Whenever I'm building a page, I like to just list out every kind of like building blocks or Legos, like every single section that needs to be on that page. That way, you don't get overwhelmed. You literally start at the first one here, the hero banner, move down to the headline, subheadline, all those things. And that way you have every element you need for your sales page. Some people, may add a little bit more to one section or may not need a section. But again, you want to understand everything on that page so you can actually build it. So let's go over a little bit of each one. Let me zoom out. Okay. So hero banner, what exactly is that? That's just going to be, and as an example, I'm going to use the page we built for AI report. So hero banner, is right here, that hero section, everything you hear here, everything you see here. So that's usually going to be an image or a video over on the right side. On the left side, you see here, you got your headline and your sub headline with the call to action. So I'm going to be, excuse me, but flipping back and forth a little bit. All right, so like I said, we got the hero banner, we got the headline, the sub headline. We'll go a little bit more in detail in a section on what exactly we need to do for each of those. The social proof bar is next. So you see right here on the best funnels says over 1,000 AI pros already joined, made in partnership with HubSpot, VIP access. So all the headlines of the social proof, the awards, if you have a certain like 10 years in business, or for a different business, you could be over 500 five-star Google reviews, things like that. You also see here are some of the logos of the partnerships and things they've been featured in. So also building the social proof. That's social proof bar. Next one is the audience call out. So this by far is the biggest section people forget when they're building sales pages. So that's where you're literally calling out your audience. You're speaking directly to who that target audience is and going over their pain points. So ignoring the AI revolution isn't just risking, it could be career ending. So we're targeting people that are looking to increase their income and advance their career with an AI pro service. So this is where we actually call out this pain point. So AI entrepreneurs and professionals, that's our target audience right there. Literally calling them straight up. And here are the problem. Are you lying awake at night, worried that AI might take your job? So pain point right there. Struggling to keep up with the fast pace of AI advancements and so on and so forth. Excited to make money with AI, but don't want to waste a lot of time. So all the pain points, all the things running through your target audience's mind, at least 5 bullet points here to really call them out and get them triggered. If you don't have this point, there's no emotion, there's no pain points. You're just straight to the offer. So you need to really include this part and think about this. Then he says down here, if you're not yes to any of these, you're not alone. 2024, these are thoughts keeping thousands of professionals up at night, but with so many choices, where should you go? So then you can see it's teeing up to lead into introducing the offer. So let's just go back to the checklist. So we have the audience call out. You see you're starting to introduce and tease the solution and then show the benefits and features. So scroll down a little bit more. So introducing your VIP ticket to AI success, only place you need. I'm not going to read all of this because it's live. You can check it out, but you can see we're starting to introduce and tee up the full solution to their problem. So enter AI Report Pro Community, your one-stop solution, everything you get today. So then we have 3D render, so it makes it very easy to visually see what people are going to get, especially if you're selling a digital product. This is huge. So it just kind of bridges what people see in their mind when they see your offer. So we introduced the expertise, full offer stack, testimonials, social proof to round it up, future pacing, frequently asked questions, and a final call to action. So I won't go through the whole page. We're gonna go next into actually how to use AI to actually build that. So yeah, like I said, that's the rest of the page just so you can see it visually. And let's hop on over to our prompt. Cool. So if you guys are listening on here or watching live, I'm gonna give you a free bonus. This is my AI prompting guide. It'll have these prompts in it that we're about to use to build your landing page. Liam, I'm sure you can just get it out to them any way that you need
Yeah,
after you're done
absolutely.
listening. Great. Cool. So just a one mega prompt for the entire landing page. So a couple of things with prompting. I'm not gonna go over this isn't prompt class, but a couple of things is just if you're new to it, when you're using ChatGPT or Claude, which is what I'd recommend for the sales copy for a landing page. You want to make sure you have enough context. So pretend like the AI knows nothing about your brand or business, and it's like a coworker that you're just onboarding to the project or campaign. So it needs to understand its role, the brand, the context about the brand, including price, target audience, if you have a URL of like the website, and then what's the actual task. So what do you want it to do? So I'll just skim through this real quick, and then I actually made an example for everyone to just see it kind of be made in real time, and then yeah, we can go over any questions about it. So the role, act as an expert copywriter and landing page builder in the obviously your industry. You have over 20 years of experience building sales funnels in the style of, then you can include the funnel builder that you like. I learned a lot from Russell Brunson, so he's always a good one to mirror. Brand context, so about your actual brand. So we are selling, insert, product info for target customer, and then what's the desired outcome. The creator of this product or service is a little bit more about the actual brand or creator, the expert, shows you how to and what's the actual outcome of the benefits. And then just a little bit more information, pull information from the website. So you just insert your product page here. I put aitoolreport.com since we're doing a page there. You can put in the price and other little details about the offer. And then write in the tone of voice of brand tone of voice. I like using a lot of the OG copywriters, so like David Ogilvy, I think people like that. Address counter arguments to our offer, and then task. So create sales landing page copy for the product following the problem agitate solution framework for people who aren't aware of that, and this exact section breakdown. So then you see here we have the exact sections that I just showed you. Sorry, flip back. I just showed you here. So I have every single one of these sections in my mega prompt that I'm showing you right now. So the headline that invokes curiosity and a promise for our target customer. The subheadline that explains the promise and causes visitors to want to read more. The social proof section I just showed you guys, the awards, accolades, and as seen in name drops or logos. Then the part that I said people always forget, dig into the emotional pain points or triggers of the target customer. 2024. And list the pain points. Then you're going to agitate the problem, why it actually matters, and the negative effects of ignoring it. Then we're teasing the solution, which I showed you teeing up into, oh, there's a better way to do this. You're going to introduce your actual product, showcase the entire solution, social proof, future pacing, a bonus, limited time bonus to add some scarcity and urgency, include a final call to action, and PS that recaps everything provided in a short section. Cool. So, and then the instructions on that is for your first task, take a deep breath and repeat back to me the project assignment. Next, we'll go one section of the landing page at a time. So I know that's, people listening, that's quite a bit, but that's just one mega prompt. Like I said, that includes every detail you really need to build that sales page. Without it, you're missing key sections. Once you prompt it, you're obviously going to go and counter prompt and edit it. So let's go ahead and move over to the actual example. Alrighty, cool. So save us a little bit of time. I went ahead and already pre-scripted this, so I won't read this out for everyone. I'll just skim through it real quick. So you see here the role, expert copywriter, 20 years of experience writing in Russell Brunson and Dan Kennedy style. Brand context. So this is just about AI tool reports. So we're offering AI Pro community and membership. Best place for AI enthusiast professionals to learn news, network, etc. You see here I have the actual websites from our context for it to pull in. I use these little delimiters here. So when you're prompting, just a little pro tip. If you really wanted to focus on a certain section, include it in these little carrots here. You see each like thing like with the role, the brand context, the offer. I have these little asterisks here. So again, just keeps the formatting clean for the AI. And then you're just going over the offer, everything that's included. Again, you can scroll through this, the target audience, so knowledge workers, AI pros who want to learn more about AI to advance their career or business. Have another link here about the actual offer. The task, which I just read through here, headline that invokes curiosity, subheadline that expands the promise, social proof section. I just filled this in for obviously this actual brand. And then we could see here first take a deep breath, read the assignment back to me, and then we'll create the landing page. So a little fun. Let's just go ahead and do this real time together.
Love the take a breath there as well.
Yeah, honestly, sometimes I need to tell myself that, not just the AI, but I learned that from Ruben Hassad. He said that he tested, kind of breaking it up like this. And he says if you ask the AI to read it back to you first, instead of going straight into asking for the output, that the outputs are a little bit more dialed in. And I'm glad you said that, Liam, because one other note. So usually I just one shot mega prompt this and it's worked well for me. And then I go in and I actually will counter prompt it, edit it, all that thing. But one thing you could do is if you wanted to just go section by section, say, okay, start with the headline, make sure it's really tight and what you like, then move on to the sub headline. But for the matter of time, I'm just going to do one shot it. So, anyways, it said we'll now proceed to creating the landing page copy according to this framework. Make sure it understood it. Yep, looks good. This looks great. Go ahead and create the sales page copy. Cool. So, like I just said, if you at the time you could go section by section and it'll be a little bit more dialed in to exactly what you want, but I really like using this to just get a really good framework, and then I'll always go in and edit it. I never recommend just copy and pasting this. I would never do that for any client. And you'll notice it starts using some cliche things like unlock, of course, but it's going to give you a really good starting point, really fill out the whole outline, then you can go in section by section edit. So the headline, unlock your AI superpowers, transform your career and skyrocket your income with exclusive AI training networking. So it has the benefits, and it does include the income keyword that we're going after. Subheadline, join the pro community, your gateway to mastering AI networking. So that's not bad. We want to highlight a little bit about the newsletter here. Social proof section we could use, but we already have, like I said, the things we put here. Let's keep going. Emotional pain points. So you worry about AI replacing your job? Yes, not alone. So it's just going into all the triggers. Perhaps you're struggling to keep up with the rapid pace of AI development. These are real challenges. So already giving you those bullet points you can list on the sales page. It's agitating the problem, teasing solution, introducing it, and then showcasing it. So everything you get, including the copy. So the community, the newsletter, the gift box, VIP access, and the bonus. So you can see that we all just put right here. So that's nice. And then yeah, social proof, which it may not always pull in your social proof. You may just have to go to your GMB and pull in quotes, or to your Facebook reviews, things like that, and use your own quotes. But that's just so you know how it should look. And then the future pacing, that's just what people can expect to get once they've kind of completed the course, or the end outcome. And then the limited time bonus, I would always recommend including a money back guarantee. You're going to make way more money from that than people will ever ask for refunds. You want your frequently asked questions, and then just the final call to action and the PS to kind of wrap it. The reason you have a PS is a lot of people just skim straight to the bottom. Don't really know why, just human psychology thing. And if you have a PS there, at least you can make an offer, if that's all they see. So yeah, that's quite a bit. Kind of speed ran through this honestly, but that's how you use it in ChatGPT. You can take the same thing and do it in Claude. I would actually recommend, if you're creating sales page, just do that. Just copy and paste it into each one and see which one's tighter and which one you like more. I find ChatGPT's outline and formatting's a little bit better, but that Claude's copy's a little more dialed in and a little bit more marketing sounding. So, yeah, those are the two I'd recommend for trying that out. There's also in here you can explore the GPTs. I haven't found like one GPT that I absolutely love for sales copywriting yet, but yeah, be sure to let you know if I find one that hits the mark. And then just before we open up for Q&A and stuff, just one extra bonus for anyone listening. So obviously, AI is really good for making the copy and the outline and stuff like that. But really, where it shines too is in the research. So using ChatGPT to just see what trending offers are, what competitors are in your market, what are common objections that you may not be considering. So all that stuff is really good for ChatGPT and other AI tools. But I actually created a mega prompt too as well to audit your landing page. So I won't read through all of it, but if anyone wants to grab that, it's just really like kind of going through each bullet point or section of making sure the headline's good, making sure the sub headline's good, the pain points are there. So AI is not just good for the copy creation; it's good for getting extra eyes on it, so feedback, and like the research I said. So yeah. So let me go back, and we'll just wrap up. Okay, so a couple more prompt tips. Like I said, make sure you're including all of that context in there. Keep it concise. Ask for multiple variations if you're not getting a good output. Prompt here is a good helps you improve your prompts if you're not getting good outputs again. And just realize you're gonna have to counter a prompt and like you see on my sheet, that best prompt I save, but I'll tweak it from time to time. Maybe I upload a different example, or maybe I include a little bit more context about that brand because I really want to highlight one aspect. But that's really it. And yeah, then we can open it up for questions. That's all I really got prepared for that.
There we are. I mean,
Hopefully it wasn't too fast.
we don't currently have any questions down below, so I think it would just be me asking questions if that's okay.
Yeah, lay it on me. Hopefully I didn't go too fast. Sometimes I get excited about funnels.
Yeah, no, I was really comprehensive, and you really nailed it down with those sections as well. With the thing, the prompt, it does an audit as well. It just goes through the same sections. Is that correct? And just make sure they're kind of up to scratch and anything like that.
Yep. Yeah, that's correct. So the kind of the way I like to build sales pages or funnels is just like a block by block. So that has the mega prompt has all those blocks in it, looking at each of
Mm.
those sections. That way, you have everything. For some clients, maybe we don't do the future pacing, or maybe we shorten the sales page, and those types of things. But like I said at the beginning, I really want to just include everything so that way you can maybe choose what you need for your exact offer. And of course, there's different, we don't have the time to do every type of funnel. Like that was a full sales page, but sometimes you'll see people with like another really popular funnel is just a lead magnet or a squeeze page. So that's where it's like, get my free guide on like 10 tips on, how to learn AI in marketing. And then they put in the contact information and then you're following up that way. Those pages are much shorter. So just so no one gets confused on, there are different types, but really the sales page is like the full kind of big shebang. If you understand that, you should understand any other types of pages you make.
And what scenarios have you seen like sales pages more effective or less effective than those squeeze pages? Like, what's the best scenario to use either one in?
Yeah, that's a great question. Honestly, that's a lot of the consulting and strategy I do is just what's the funnel that's going to be the cheapest to acquire the customer and then the best long term as far as value, but also just lead qualities of lead. So generally you could think about funnels and uh, lead quality based off of like the ask. So if you're just asking someone for their email and you're giving them something free, a lot of people are going to opt into that. It's going to build your list faster. It's going to build maybe your socials faster. So if you're really just kind of trying to grow your awareness or your like contact list, I would start with that because people are going to opt in for free things. The caveat with that is like it's free. So a lot of people that just like free stuff are going to opt in. The lead quality is not going to be as high as if you're doing something that's maybe $29 jumpstart toolkit or something like that because that person pulled out their wallet and said, I'm interested in this, I want this. So it's really kind of testing that and determining where your business is at. If you're new, you're probably going to be doing like a lead magnet, to whether that's free or cheap, to build that list. And then once that's coming in and you kind of have traffic going and you're ready to scale or grow your business, or your business is bigger, then you want higher ticket funnels. So that would be like, say for a coach, just like a one-on-one coaching or like a small group mastermind session or something like that. And that's where you would actually start building more of like that sales funnel I showed, if that makes sense. So it just depends where you're at with your business, really what your main goal is. Obviously, a sales page's main goal is to sell something, and then the squeeze or lead magnet page is to really just get leads and get that contact information. So then you can, do email drips. But that's really where testing comes in, because you may need find something is cheap and it gets you enough leads that the quality is good enough that you're hitting your metrics, or you might find the quality is not that great, so we need to start charging for this, and it's okay. We get less leads, but more than one qualified. So it's just really coming down to looking at your KPIs to determine that. But just one last thing on that would be, every business probably needs at least two funnels, like within a certain, if you're going to be operating for more than like a year, if you're actually going to be long term, you need that like one to grow your list, so like a lead magnet or like a cheap offer. And then you need a higher ticket one to get like more serious buyers, like more revenue and things like that. So which is what you guys do. Yeah, to work
Mm.
more already.
Out of the 7 years that you've been doing this, like obviously you've lived through the advent of AI and the kind of tools coming into our hands and stuff. Like, how much faster and easier has it made your job? Like, what are the kind of main benefits you've noticed? Because I mean, like we went through a 15-20 minute presentation there. You smashed out a ton of content with a simple prompt. Obviously, you'd blue Peter or like pre-prepared some of this stuff, but I am wondering like what you've kind of noticed in terms of your business changing with AI.
Yeah, it's an awesome question, man. Um, so I'll go like really personally for me, and then maybe a little bit into the client side. So for me, it's just allowed me to scale my business, bring on more clients without, and really with less overhead. Actually, not even the same, with less. So I run a boutique agency with just me, my wife, and like two like other kind of expert subcontractors, and I don't really want to become like a big agency like Churn and Burn. I like being like really personal and small, but I hit like I only have so many hours in the day, so AI literally just lets me get it done faster. And so, you know, you saw there like obviously, that output isn't. It's probably like 60% of the way where it needs to be, 50% of the way. So, like what I would do is I go back in each section and tighten it up, then like look how it looks on the actual page once it's all designed, and make sure it's like flowing well, because sometimes it reads well and when visually it needs to look differently. So it's probably like double my output. So about 2x like what I can actually provide to clients, and without, putting adding extra hours or adding extra teammates. So it's been really good there. And then as far as the client side, that's honestly to me the most exciting part is just the speed of delivery. So it used to take me about like 5 business days to really create, like 5 to 7 business days to create a full funnel, and
Mhm.
probably about half that time now. So now I can create probably like 2 funnels in a week instead of one. So it just like speeds up all the iterations as far as like the split testing. Now we can split test landing pages twice as fast. We can split test like ad creative or ad copy twice as fast. So it's really just like speed of testing and speed of results has exponentially increased with AI.
Mhm.
Uh, a lot of my clients are small businesses and startups. I do have some enterprise ones. So for them, it's just more of like, now they don't have to hire an entire marketing team. They can have like me and maybe one other person who knows how to use AI, and we can fill a lot of roles and keep the budget within means. So I think it's actually a massive advantage for small businesses, because corporations, enterprises already had so much money and manpower. Like this is just gonna be a force multiplier. But for small businesses, a lot of them couldn't even get in the game because they couldn't afford like a copywriter and an ads person and a funnel builder and an actual account admin. But with AI, you could have like two people with multiple skills and AI, and you could probably fill most of those gaps. So yeah, that's where
Yeah.
I've been kind of working.
Something I'm curious about, and it's like it might be hard to silo this and say that it's directly like causation that this is how it's related, but my thinking is because so many of the processes are now able to be automated with AI. I can automate the social copy that goes out. I can automate my research. I can condense information. There's so many things internally, like Notion can organize things for me, and ChatGPT can produce things that I need. It doesn't really matter what business I am. There's like a million different things. Instead of having to hire people, I can reduce the time it takes to do it by 10. But what you do with funnels, it still requires that human input because like we don't have AI agents that can go in and like set up ad funnels and assign the ad budget and put all the information in there and then drive it to the funnel and apply the tracking. So have you seen actually an uptick in your business because yours is one of like the last professions that's in this space that isn't able to be automated? Like we can automate a graphic designer, we can automate a copywriter, we can automate a researcher, but we still need someone to go in and set up the information for the funnels and the UTM tracking and stuff because we don't have agents that can do that yet.
That's an interesting question. Yeah. Um, yeah, honestly, AI's like been a boon to my business. I'm making more than I ever have and working the same, if not less. So I
Mm,
really like it. I do think, yeah, some positions are definitely being automated and some will. I think it's gonna be interesting. Honestly, I think it's not gonna be a black or white thing where like everyone just gets replaced. I think there'll be some companies that honestly just prefer working with a human, and they'll kind of stay sort of how things are, and maybe just use a couple AI tools here and there, but not with any desire to really fully automate. Then you have some people in the middle that really want to automate as much as possible, but want a funnel builder in case the shit hits the fan, and like they don't know how to
mm,
go in there and do those things because yeah, AI could get it done, but who's gonna manage it and like you said, do those admin. And then you have the third kind of like the heaviest adopters that are going to just outsource and automate as much as possible and have as few like humans as possible, which I haven't seen honestly from my experience. I haven't seen a ton yet. I don't know if that will come as these tools get better and better, but as of 2024, within at least the next, dare I say, year or 2 years, I don't see uh, like anyone being completely outsourced because even like the AI, there are AI funnel builders, and people ask me about that, or AI
mm,
website builders, and those can be good. But the problem with those is I find it's usually a prompt and it comes up with the entire website or blocks for the entire funnel page. That's fine, but a lot of them aren't drag or drop yet. So it's very like if you don't like that block, you have to change the entire block, and it's not like dialed in exactly to your copy of what you wrote beforehand. So it's still very like if you don't know what a sales page looks like, then how would you be able to generate a good one? And then you can't really go in and edit it that fine tune yet. So there's still a gap between just prompt something and everything's done for you and built, and it's good to go. So until those tools get that good, I'm still busier than ever, and I guess just have to.
mm. You said
Mm-hmm.
busier than ever. Have you seen a change in your customer base, the types of clients that you get in nowadays compared to pre AI?
Uh, I have more AI clients, but that's partly because I post on LinkedIn so much about AI. So yeah, but most of the clients have stayed the same, honestly.
Mm,
Healthcare, wellness, and then SaaS. But within the SaaS, it's been definitely more AI.
mm,
I honestly have been expecting more clients to ask me about AI and how to integrate and stuff than I actually have. I'd say about 35% of probably about 50% actually ask if I know about it, and then 30% actually seriously like try to implement it or ask me about implementing it or want to use it. So, maybe you see something different in probably with your audience and stuff, but I still feel like it's fairly early days. I don't think the adoption has been as quick as maybe some people have pushed out there. So I do still think
mm.
there's tons of length to run this for a win-win for agencies and for the clients. I just strongly don't think that people people are going to get completely replaced. If they do, it's because they're just low skill set. That's like very repetitive task, and who wants to be doing that their whole life anyways? Like it's better to learn something new and do something more fun, more interesting, stimulating.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's really interesting what you say about like you have the ability to grow larger. You're pretty happy with the size and like the amount of clients you have on and stuff like that. You have these opportunities to grow, but you've found a really nice balance in terms of the quality of life. We were just talking before as well. Like you're headed off to France next month to do an 11-day trek around the
Yeah.
what? How do you pronounce it again?
The Tour de Mont Blanc, yeah, I mean France, Switzerland, Italy for like a 110-mile circuit. It's gonna be crazy.
Be amazing. I mean, like that's the kind of beauty of it is that you've got your own business. You can make this happen. You've kind of niched down. I just had a conversation earlier today with Charlie Hills. I'm not sure if you've seen him on LinkedIn before.
Oh yeah, Charlie's a cool guy.
Yeah. So me and Charlie connected earlier on, and talking all about this. He's just within the next month moving from being employed by another person to being employed by himself. So something I'm seeing
Nice.
across like lots and lots of people I speak to is like AI is actually empowering them to start their own business in any
Yes.
regard, and it's like really really awesome to see. Is that I think people are under the assumption that AI is just going to take everyone's jobs. It's like no, it's actually creating a shit ton of opportunity for people that have niches and like boutique opportunities. Like you have something really specific you're really good at, you add AI on to the top of that. Like a lot of people are going to be willing to come and ask for your services.
Oh hell yeah, man! It's never been easier or better to like start your own business or be an entrepreneur as it is now. First we had internet, the revolution, then social media revolution, and now the AI revolution. It's insane. Kind of going back to what I said about the clients, a small business doesn't have to hire 3, 4 marketers now. They can either learn it themselves or hire one person who knows AI. It's just or for yourself. Yeah, you used to. It'd be impossible to have a full time job and then create content on the side enough to actually be seen and build a business. Now you can do that with AI. It's just it's crazy. It's all in how you look at it. There's always
Yeah.
opportunities if you're looking at the right thing. And I still have yet to hear from many people, and I could be wrong. Maybe someone's gonna DM me after this, but that have been like totally outplayed, totally replaced without any new opportunities. Maybe they
Hmm.
something old, changed and they can't do it anymore. But I guarantee you, if they look at it, there's 5 things they could do now with AI. Um, you know, and that's actually the AI entrepreneur community is really cool. That's like a group I really want to even try and get more into. And just people ask me like about how I used AI to build my business, and it was already a business before this AI bubble. But if I had to go back and do it again with AI, it just yeah, like you said, speed up the results probably twice as fast, 3 times as fast. So super exciting.
Awesome. I mean, great stuff. I want to finish off with just one single question. If you were to give one single piece of advice to people that are maybe starting a business in this kind of era of AI where things are still fresh and exciting, what would you say?
Oh, that's a good question. One thing. I actually made a post about this. This is going to be very tactical. So if AI can be very overwhelming, just where to start, what tool to use, how techy do we need to get? I'm a huge proponent. You can probably see even by the presentation of just very tactical, sound AI advice that's simple to implement and almost anyone can do. So um, let's say you're someone that wants to start their own business and you have experience in, I don't know, say you have experience in designing social media posts in Canva for yourself. You've been maybe doing that for 6 months. So just take the skill you already have. Don't like try and start something completely new. Take one skill you have. Maybe you're decent at writing, or maybe you're decent at, making little social media creative stuff, or maybe you like Instagram a lot. Take that one skill, find one AI tool that augments that, and just get really good at that. So whether that's AI copywriting, AI social media design, creating banners with AI, whatever that is, just really hone in on that one thing, become really good at it, let people know you do that, and then just grow from there. People get way too like overcomplicated with like we're gonna have an AI that automatically sends out all this, and then it's gonna scrape this and do that, and then it's gonna follow up with that. I'm like, that's great, man, but like 98% of businesses are not there yet that even need that type of volume, and a lot of those things like yeah, it's a whole different conversation, but a lot of it just gets way too complex. So yeah, start with something you already know how to do, even if it's a beginner level, but you're not starting from scratch, and find one AI tool, one target audience, and one like pain point you solve. So it's that. It could be as I've seen people blow up on LinkedIn. All the like not all, but what they do is they make LinkedIn profile banners. That's it.
Mm.
One thing, and they're making it's a full time business off that. So yeah, just really niche down, focus on one pain point, one solution, one AI tool, and yeah, go from there. That's what I did. I was just like, I'm going to talk about AI because I want to learn about it, and I'm sure other people want to do, and just go one tool at a time. I don't even consider myself an expert at it. I just ready to learn and ready to talk about it, and yeah, learn new things. It's really fun.
Awesome. I love that advice. Charlie said something similar. I mean, he just said like just start anything, and I think it kind of it does translate and kind of correlate with what you just said as well. It's like it doesn't really matter what it is. It could be creating LinkedIn banners or fucking LinkedIn badges or Twitter profile pictures. Do you know what I mean? Like it can be anything
Yeah,
incredibly niche. It doesn't
anything.
really matter what it is. You just find something that you already enjoy or are good at, and then keep doing that and focus more and add AI on top of that, and you're on your way to running a business pretty quickly. And then another thing is just letting people know you do it. As you said, connect
Mm.
with other people in the space, post stuff, be public about it. And it can be quite scary when you start doing that. We start. I mean, you've obviously been doing it for 7 years now. I've only been posting on LinkedIn for the last year, but to kind of put yourself out there can be quite terrifying
Yeah,
at
yeah.
first. But once you do and you do it more and you get more used to it, it's just like a muscle. It just becomes commonplace and you think about it less. Like you realize that being an entrepreneur or doing something you're good at and being public about it isn't cringy or embarrassing or anything else. Like you're doing that because you're good at it. You're making a business out of it. Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
you
Oh
should be
yeah.
proud of putting yourself out there. Um, so yeah, awesome stuff, mate.
Definitely.
Thank you so much for coming on. Where can people find you and connect with you?
Yeah, so I'm on LinkedIn every day, but honestly, the easiest way to find me will just be going to Hardy, Hardy, marketing.biz. So hardymarketing.biz. There you can find my LinkedIn. Just send me a DM. I'd love to chat with you, give away tons of free information. I'm not really trying to close anyone. I'm just really trying to help people. And that's really why I like even started all this AI stuff was just, yeah, just educate yourself, start small. And one last thing I did think about with the entrepreneurs too is a lot of people put so much pressure on like I have to do this one thing right now and I have to turn into a business. Instead, get like a part-time job or a job that's not that stressful, that's easy, and then on the weekends and at night with AI, go to town with that one thing. I talk to people all the time and there's a huge gap between starting and just like not doing anything because they think that they have to make a ton of money like their first 6 months off this thing. Not gonna happen. Just go with it. But yeah, thanks so much for having me here. I'd love to be on any future ones, and yeah, I really appreciate it. If anyone wants to reach out to me, they could just go to hardymarketing.biz. Love to hear from you.